bright and early, bit chilly, and wine o'clock dragged on a bit last night. We've got to get all of our tools in the van and off to the build. It's going to be an interesting day. Let's get going. Je le pose en non. Pas le faire.
Ses potes qui étaient dans le bus. C'est bon, tu peux y aller.
Only in France. So there's a little kid of about 12 or 13. Got an electric scooter on the road with a helmet. Okay. He's put a chair on the electric scooter so he can sit down.
Est-ce qu'il va le doubler là?
He's obviously got quite a distance to go. Problem is, bus can't get past him, so we're stuck. This is how we roll in Bordeaux.
Ça y est. Ah oui, ça va pouvoir par contre.
Salut. C'est
Oui, enchanté.
Enchanté.
Salut Louis.
Ça
va?
Ça va bien?
T'as froid?
Oui.
Louis is a little bit cold. I think I'll get him warmed up. Get him working hard.
posé par là.
So I'm going to break in to my own house, well, our own house, and it's been about 3 months since we've been inside, so it's going to be interesting to see what's gone on in there. I hope there's no major problems like a major roof leak or water pipe that's burst, because it's still got water. So let's see. I can't be too kind of rugged with this, getting these out, because I have to put this back on, and this is going to stay on for a few months because we're going to be using the front door, because I'm going to put a door in today. A bit annoying having to go and undo work that I've already done, and then knowing that later on I'm going to have to redo the work to get it secured again. Ooh. This one's not great. You can see the lads itching to get in there. You're looking forward to the work, Louis?
Yes, very much.
Okay, Sybil. Yeah, I don't think the squatters would have ever got in with all this. There we go. Okay, I don't think we need to open it more. Sybil, laisse. On va rentrer comme ça. The first job is to get that front door back open that me and Louis closed off 3 months ago.
Yes.
Let's go, Louis. Allez, Cyril. Okay, on y va. We're good. Okay.
Scary. Anybody?
No. Okay, here we are. That one's not going anywhere quick.
Il casse la peau.
Bon, Cyril, ça va?
Non mais attends, mais ouvre le truc là. J'arrive. Ouais, ça va. Tu le dis, on a un grand château. Ah ouais, c'est bon? Elle avait la tête. Ouais.
Ah. Do you want a cup of tea? Okay, so we've hit the point of no return. We've broken this door now. That means that we can't leave until the new door's in.
So, I'm going to sleep here. Right?
Donne-moi le pied de biche, s'il te plaît, Louis. Okay.
On va sortir.
Marteau. Qu'un truc à toi d'abord, et après, tous les outils dedans. Ok?
On va mettre super.
Arrivé à niveau de rue, arrivé. Okay, so I want to put my door in at street level. Anna wants it on this step, so it's going to have to go on this step. I'm just hoping that for my plans up top it doesn't cause me problems. We'll come back to that later on. But today I've got to get these two steps out so I can put my door on at this level. So I've got a big block of concrete and stone behind to take out, and these stairs are kind of resting on that, so they're going to come out as well. It's just more work to get the door in, basically. I'm taking these steps out so I can have an easy second level. Basically, my second level is going to be at this level, at this height here, and that transfers to about here. And so really my door can't be any higher than this step because the door's going to be very short if it's higher. So I've got my door frame will come up here, maybe about there, if I put it on this step here. Anna was adamant that she wanted it on that step. If the worst comes to the worst, there's going to be like a little area where the door is, where the floor's kind of stepped up a little bit.
Pretty logic. This is why you're the chef, the boss.
Okay, let's get all the stuff in and get going. So this kind of door that you have here, it's called porte de shop. So in a shop is this kind of style of house, and they all have these big doors. And one thing I did before I organised buying this small door was just have a little look around the area and see if everybody had those big tall doors left. And not everybody does. And so for me, it's fine. I'll put a smaller door in, and that creates another window upstairs for the first floor. Great. It all seems to be working out right on the levels, and I'm really happy about that. It gives us a nice airy feel downstairs eventually. But right now I need to get that door in. I need to break a load of little walls and things and steps to get down to the crux of it. I think I might get a hard hat. Pretty hard going into this wall. I think once I'm in now, it should be a lot easier. Oh, it's a double wall, that's why. Just for a bit of extra fun. So it's got these little thin, it's got these little thin bricks. And normally you just whack straight through them. But when they double them up, put a bit of concrete in them, it makes it a bit harder. I might get the electric tool out. Let me have a look over here, underneath. I think I'm going to leave that to the demolition boys. Louis and Cyril, they'll have a good time going to town on that, because I've just realised if I can get this staircase out, I can then have access to this concrete base here that I need to get out so I can get the steps out and get my door in. So all I'm interested in today is getting that door in. Just getting a bit dusty, the work. Darth Vader moment coming up. Luke, I am your father. Okay. It's a bit of a shame that I'm having to replace this door, but it was so rotten. And I've been looking on the Bon Coin, so like the kind of selling website, for absolutely ages. I've not found anything that goes in this opening. But with me dropping this again, first of all, it's going to be a much better entrance to downstairs. But second of all, it's going to be even bigger, and we're going to have a nice big window up there above the door. So it should look stunning once it's finished. Of course, if I was going 100% renovation, thinking about the building, I should have possibly put wooden windows back in. But I'm going to put aluminium because it really needs to be easily maintained. And aluminium, you just have to paint it for years. And it will look pretty much like the wooden windows. These windows will still have the glazing bars on the actual windows themselves. So it's going to look the part and should look absolutely stunning once in. Get going on cutting the door off with that same saw I was using and get the frame out that we don't need. So I'm going to take this frame out at a level where I know it's above the floor level upstairs, so I know that I'm going to have enough room to get my door frame in. So I'm going to cut it about this height. Once the door's in and people can see there's a build on, I don't think the squatters are going to come anywhere near. But yeah, I'm going to cut here. I'm wearing a hard hat just because it's vibrating the door that much. We've got a lot of glass above and I'm worried if the glass falls I'll be in real trouble. But I've just realised I have the smallest chainsaw in the world and I think I'm going to use that instead, at least for the majority of it. Oh, I knew it. Right on a nail. The worst thing possible for a chainsaw. Okay, Wow, it's not going to go, it's not a hot knife through butter anymore, is it? So we have good news here that there's no concrete in this kind of concrete pad they put. Underneath it there's no concrete, which means it just comes out very easily. Ah, sérieux? C'est facile pour l'enlever.
Easy, very easily, yes. Yes, of course.
Problem is, right now we're creating that much rubble, that much wood to be burned or to be recycled, that we're just getting it kind of encombré, they say in French, you know, kind of like cluttered with it all. It's quite fun doing the demolition, isn't it? I'm not so sure how fun it is for Cyril and for Louis, but I'm having great fun.
On y va?
Sorry, Cyril. Job like these steps needs a good coat of looking at. Cyril as well needs a good bit of surveying, so a bit like, you know, when you see the guys in the streets, always one working, two watching. Well, I got two working, one watching. We're good. Cyril, laisse tomber ça parce que quand on éclate le mur, ça va partir tout seul, je pense, non? I'm going to get this first step out now. I'm going to have to be a bit careful because, you know, the walls are about that thick with stone. They've got really old beams going in halfway up, and this step's kind of taken into that stone as well. If I go too kind of guns a-blazing at it, it's going to ruin the stone and things could start falling, to be fair, so it's a bit of a worry. Allez Cyril, c'est bon. Hop. Il a bougé, hein? Non? Oh, c'est un gros bébé. Hein? Mais pour le moment, on va juste les balancer là-bas. Quand on n'a plus rien dans le camion, on les sort un autre jour. So for the time being, I'm just going to pop the two stones that we take out over there. I want to keep them because they're very old stones, and hard stones always good to have in stock. So we're going to just wiggle them over there, and then carry on, get the door in. I didn't mention to the neighbours that we were demolishing for the next 3-4 days, but you know what? I think they're going to be really, really happy that we are, because this is the kind of ugly house in the area, the kind of, you know, rotten tooth as such in the smile. So they'll be fine, I'm sure, with me banging and whatnot. After 9 o'clock, I don't care anyway. I'm within my rights to make a load of noise. It's not for a long time. We are struggling a little bit on the build. A few lads together. We have no toilet. and no electricity. Okay, we're making do with the EcoFlow. They're doing really well, those EcoFlows, Delta Pros. We have the Delta Pro and the extension battery. It's doing really well. It's holding us up every day. You know, keeping us going all day, every day. But it's just not having a toilet on site is a real struggle. I think it's going to have to be one of the first jobs that we get onto. It's just that we've got so far to go before we can actually pour the concrete and start even thinking about putting a toilet in. Otherwise, we have to put some kind of temporary toilet. It's a real kind of conundrum what to do. I think I might have to go down the temporary toilet road because we can't keep going like this. It's a bit hard on us all. We've got down to this second step now, second and last step, which is great. There is one problem. There's a huge chunk of concrete here holding the whole of that side of the building up. I've got to hit that with the electric drill. I mean, if I do it with a hammer and chisel, we're going to be here all day. So I'm going to use this, but I've got Cyril here spotting in case anything looks like it's moving up top, you know. So, I mean, nothing should happen, but just in case, Cyril's my security and he's going to tell me to stop straight away. So let's get going. Okay, thankfully it was just a skimming of concrete on the top, which unfortunately happened a lot in the 70s in France, and as you can see, it's just the worst thing you can do for stone. As soon as you put concrete on the stone, it starts rotting behind. This isn't too bad, but I've seen upstairs there's some that's just completely rotted. And the problem we've got with this concrete is it was the time when they were getting the kind of spoils out of the coal plants and mixing it in with the concrete, and it made for a really, really hard concrete. Thankfully it's only a skimming, like I say, and a little bit back here, but concrete these days isn't quite the same. We should be able to get this step out any minute now. Ah, it's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to hit the bottom stone with this power tool because that's the most important. That's the one that's staying here. The others, it's nice if we can recuperate a bit of stone, but it's not the end of the world if they break. And this is the problem now. I'm wondering how I'm going to get this stone out without breaking it and without breaking the walls too much. Là, ça bouge là. C'est bon ou pas? Ça va bloquer. Il faut péter encore là. Jusqu'au ici. Tu vois la pierre? Cyril, you could be a dentist. Right. 1, 2, 3, up! 1, 2, 3, up! Bloqué là-bas maintenant. We've almost got this last step out, which is great. Just making it a bit more room on this side, and we should be able to just slide it straight out. Bah, j'essaie de pousser en même temps, mais... Ah, ça va. Peut-être ici maintenant. Okay, là-bas. All these stones are probably 120 kilos, something like that, maybe more. So, pretty darn hard to move around. This is why we're using the tools that we can so that we're not breaking backs. All I'm doing is kind of pushing rather than lifting. And now I've said that, Cyril's got it out. Cyril, are you sure you weren't a dentist in a previous life? T'étais pas un dentiste, toi?
Je pense, ouais. Dans une autre vie.
Hop. Ok. Je vais t'aider. 1, 2, 3, hop. Allez. Le pelle, s'il te plaît. Le pelle. L'appel. L'appel. Cyril's giving me French lessons at the moment. After 20 years of being in France, I'm still calling it l'appel instead of l'appel. On a un balai. For me, it's really important that as we're doing this build, if we make a mess outside, I want to clear it up. I want to respect the area so that people think, well, you know what? We'll not, you know, if we annoy them one day, the locals, with noise or whatever, they'll think, well, hold on, he is respecting the area, he's cleaning up every day. You know, what could be the difference between having a knock on the door saying, you know, local police saying, keep it down or whatever, or nothing at all. So it's really important for me to just, like I say, keep a tidy build outside especially. This is a moment of truth. Well, it's almost there, isn't it? Just a little bit of tidying up. A bit of tidying up here. And that's going to be perfect. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to get it tidied up, wedged in, and then on. Bit higher than that. Obviously it's going to be about there, isn't it? Needs everything tidying up so we can get it in. That door has been playing on my mind a little bit because I had to kind of go in blind with it, not knowing how much room I had on either side and trying to get a door to fit the opening, as in the door, not the frame. And the worry was that behind it, it created a lot of work to kind of make enough space for the frame, but seems to be just slotting straight in there, which is great news. So I've secured this door in place in the four corners. Now I'm just going to put some more of these screws in. These are amazing products. Basically, you just drill a hole at 6 mil. This is 7.5 mil, and you don't have to put a raw plug, nothing in. It just goes straight in the stone, and Bob's your uncle. Been going on this literally all like an hour this afternoon. It's really important to get it set up correctly, but not easy with all the banging going on up there. And there we go, all in. Just got to present the door now and see if I've done a good job or not. Always use a wedge when you're putting a door frame in and you're going to screw up. You want to keep the wedge right near the screw so that your door frame doesn't get warped. It's time to get the door on and see whether everything's lined up. Allez Louis, toi tu vas rentrer d'abord, ok?
Je peux prendre par la poignée?
Oui, 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 c'est exprès. C'est pour ça qu'on a mis le poignet. We need to get it, drop it down. Oui, non, 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 complètement. Pour passer la porte.
Oui, j'ai compris. Ah, tu veux la placer entièrement?
Oui, parce qu'il faut le poser depuis l'intérieur, pas l'extérieur. Là, monte maintenant si tu veux. Ok. Ok, bouge ton cul. 1, 2, 3. Descends, descends.
Lève un peu. Voilà.
Ok, tu peux le garder comme ça?
Oui, attends.
Sûr?
Oui.
It's going to be easier from the bottom.
Attends, il faut faire vers moi la porte.
Est-ce que c'est pas mieux de le fermer?
Si, en fait, il faudrait qu'on ferme un peu.
Not easy. This one here will be fine. Ok. Non, non, 2 secondes. Bouge pas. I need something to hit. Merci Cyril. Ça m'aide énormément. J'ai besoin de... Charles, s'il te plaît, Cyril. Si on peut venir... tu sais, en bas, regarde. Fais attention parce que c'est que un. Ouais. Garde ton pied dessous, s'il te plaît. Problem is I can't get to the top hinge, and it's easier to do it from the top. So I need this ladder in to try and get up the top. The floor's not particularly level, but I'm just going to have to give it a go. I can get 2 hinges in, we're a bit safer. Okay, I've got 2 in so far.
En gros, faut que je lève un peu. T'as de la place là?
Là. Hop. Might need some little adjustments. Let's see, get this one in. This is the one I'm never going to get in. On cue, it dropped. Little jiggery pokey with a screwdriver, it might go. Okay. Okay, hinges are in. But I bet the door's not going to close on me. No.
No.
I have to figure out what's wrong with that. Et le bois peut-être enlevé. Ok.
Vas-y, essaye. Non.
I think it needs pulling up.
Ouais, il faut la lever un peu.
Yeah, for me, it needs tightening up here. It needs pulling across.
Yes, I think if you put it more in the wall.
No, we're not going to take the whole door off now.
I think if
we're not far off. If we just pull it over on this top corner, it's going to pull the door up, and it'll line up better with these holes, and it'll stop touching on the floor. I don't think it's a lot. I think we're talking 1 mil or 2 mil.
Yeah.
4 mil, pas beaucoup. Yeah, I just checked outside, and it's kind of gone like that a bit. This is a really, really heavy, solid hardwood door. I don't know whether it's oak or something else. So basically what I need to do is get on my ladder, so I'm a bit easier forcing, but just need to force that frame over a bit, and then same again in the middle, a little bit in the middle, but quite a bit up top, and then the door should just close perfectly. Fingers crossed. Okay. See how that's done. It's done enough. Not so sure it will have. See how it's looking now.
fix you all up.
Looking good to me. Nobody's getting in and it closes. I think I've painted it a little bit too much. I can hear the paint binding. Yeah, it's good. Fresh, like a door with a fresh coat of paint. This is the colour of the windows I'm going to go for too. Exactly the same colour as in the Passion Project. And some people don't like that colour. I understand that, and it's all personal preference, but Bâtiment de France know best, and I'll follow Bâtiment de France. They tell you to use this colour on old stone buildings, so I'll be using this colour from now on.